Get ready, everyone. Your grocery budget is about to take a serious hit. The prices you're already struggling with are set to surge even higher. No sugarcoating it. This is the reality we're facing. I've analyzed the data, and it's crucial for you to understand which foods will see an increase in price in the upcoming month. It's going to hurt. Here are the 12 foods that are about to see a major price hike. Stay informed. Number 12. Hard wheat berries. Hard wheat berries are more than just a grain. They represent survival in its most fundamental form. When stored correctly, these nutrient-rich berries can last for decades, making them crucial for long-term food security. With hard wheat berries in your pantry, you can easily grind them into fresh flour, prepare them as a hearty grain, or even sprout them for added nutritional benefits. The global wheat supply is currently facing unprecedented challenges in wheat production. Severe droughts in the U.S. The Midwest has experienced severe droughts, and ongoing geopolitical conflicts in Ukraine continue to disrupt one of the world's largest grain-producing regions. In addition, rising input costs for fertilizers and fuel are squeezing wheat production from multiple angles. Last year, U.S. wheat yields dropped by 10%, and the situation is critical in Russia and Ukraine, where the conflict has severely impacted harvest and distribution. Price increases, and future predictions. As a direct consequence of these challenges, we are witnessing sharp increases in the prices of wheat-based products. Items like bread and pasta have already seen price hikes of 15% to 20%. If conditions do not improve, experts warn these costs could rise 30% by year's end. Recent reports suggest that inflation is affecting agricultural commodities globally, exacerbating food supply issues and impacting prices. The importance of hard wheat berries. Now, more than ever, it's vital to have a reliable source of carbohydrates. Brands like Palo Brand and Austin Farms provide hard wheat berries, ensuring you have access to a sustainable food source when flour and bread become scarce or unaffordable. With the increasing uncertainty surrounding food production, securing your supply of hard wheat berries is a proactive step towards safeguarding your future. Take action. Now, don't wait until flour prices hit record highs or your local stores are out of stock. Grab your hard wheat berries today. By doing so, you'll be taking an essential step toward ensuring your long-term food security in these unpredictable times. Number 11. Almond butter. Peanut butter may be a household favorite, but almond butter is quickly becoming a must-have pantry item. It's loaded with healthy fats, fiber, and vitamin E, making it an excellent choice for sustained energy and nutrition. However, if you rely on almond butter, you should pay attention to the alarming updates coming out of California, which produces 80% of the world's almonds. Severe droughts, escalating water restrictions, and widespread wildfires are wreaking havoc on almond farms. Just last year, the almond industry reported a 10% drop in production, and experts are now forecasting an even steeper decline this year as water shortages worsen. Almond prices have already shot up by 25%, and projections suggest that by October, we could see an additional 30% to 40% price increase. Even brands like Barney Butter and Maranatha, known for their quality, are bracing for tighter supplies and rising costs. On top of this, shipping delays and labor shortages have further complicated the supply chain, making it even harder to restock shelves as demand grows. If almond butter is a regular part of your diet, or if you're looking for a healthier alternative to peanut butter, now is the time to stock up. Waiting could mean facing either empty shelves or sky-high prices as we approach the fall. This nutrient-packed spread could soon become a luxury, and you don't want to be caught without it when the shelves start to empty and prices hit record highs. Number 10. Canned beef stew. Let's take a closer look at canned beef stew, a fantastic option often overshadowed by more common choices like canned tuna or chicken. Canned beef stew isn't just a hearty meal. It's a high-calorie, protein-rich food that can last for years in your pantry. Packed with vegetables, it offers a well-rounded meal in a single can, making it an excellent choice for quick, nutritious dinners. However, the landscape of beef production in the U.S. is becoming increasingly concerning. Continuous droughts are causing significant feed shortages, while rising fuel and feed costs are further complicating the situation. Additionally, extreme weather events such as floods, heat waves, and wildfires are disrupting cattle farming globally. According to recent reports, beef prices have surged dramatically, with projections suggesting they could reach all-time highs in the coming months. While major brands such as Dinty Moore and Hormel continue to offer affordable canned beef stew options, the rising prices may soon turn these products into luxury items. A new development worth noting is the increasing demand for shelf-stable food items due to ongoing supply chain challenges and economic uncertainty. More people recognize the importance of having reliable, long-lasting food sources at home. Now is the time to stock up on canned beef stew. When fresh meat becomes scarce, having a dependable protein source like this will be a lifesaver for you and your family. Don't wait for the prices to rise further. Prepare your pantry today to ensure you're ready for whatever comes next. Coffee is number 9. For millions of Americans, coffee isn't just a morning pick-me-up. It's a daily essential. The bad news is that global production struggles are causing a sharp rise in coffee prices. Extreme weather last year severely impacted Brazil, the world's largest coffee producer, with frosts and droughts severely affecting their crops. According to the USDA, Brazil saw a 25% drop in coffee production in 2023. Adding to the crisis, Colombia, another coffee giant, is facing its own weather issues, including flooding and unpredictable rainfall. These supply disruptions have caused global coffee prices to skyrocket, up by more than 50% in the last year alone. Unfortunately, industry analysts are warning that coffee prices could rise another 15 to 20% by mid-2025, making your daily brew significantly more expensive. Big brands such as Folgers, Starbucks, and even local roasters are already adjusting their prices, with boutique coffee labels expected to follow soon. But that's not all. Shipping costs, fertilizer shortages, and rising labor expenses in coffee-producing countries are also contributing to the spike. Looking ahead, climate change is expected to make coffee production even more volatile, meaning these price hikes could become the new normal. If you're a coffee lover, now might be the time to stock up on your favorite blends. Whether it's ground coffee, instant, or whole beans, prices are still somewhat manageable, but that won't last much longer. With experts predicting further disruptions in the coming years, coffee could soon be a luxury that many households find hard to afford. Don't wait until you're struggling to find a reasonably priced cup of coffee. Start preparing now while you still have the opportunity. And number 8, sardines. When stockpiling, people often overlook sardines, but their value is about to skyrocket. Packed with omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, and vitamin D, these little fish are a crucial source of nutrition when fresh food is scarce. They're shelf-stable for years and require zero preparation. Just open the can, and you've got a ready-to-eat, protein-packed meal. However, the global sardine supply is under significant strain. Overfishing, particularly in the Pacific, along with rising sea temperatures due to climate change, is decimating sardine populations. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, global sardine catches have already dropped by more than 20% in the last decade. But new updates are even more concerning. Recent studies show that oceanic warming is accelerating faster than expected, shrinking sardine habitats and reducing breeding rates. In some regions, this is putting the species at risk. Projections now suggest a possible 25% increase in prices by early next year. Sardine availability may become even more limited as disruptions in the fishing industry, labor shortages, and shipping delays compound. Brands like Wild Planet and King Oscar are still available, but the clock is ticking. If sardine supplies continue to decline at this rate, their price and scarcity will become much more valuable. Start stocking up before these cans become your most valuable item. Number 7. Dehydrated vegetables are becoming increasingly vital as fresh produce faces an uncertain future on store shelves. With erratic weather patterns wreaking havoc on agriculture, fresh vegetables are already a luxury for many Americans. Natural disasters such as droughts, floods, and wildfires are hitting U.S. crops hard. For instance, California, which produces nearly a third of the nation's vegetables, has seen climate-related disruptions lead to yield reductions of up to 40% in certain regions. The impact is clear. Fresh produce prices have soared, with some vegetables seeing price increases of up to 20% over the past year. Experts predict this trend will continue, with another 10 to 15% rise by October, driven by ongoing supply chain issues and unpredictable weather events. For example, the recent wildfires in the West have not only destroyed crops, but also affected transportation routes, leading to further delays in getting fresh produce to markets. In this context, dehydrated vegetables from brands like Harmony House or Mother Earth products offer a practical solution. These products are lightweight, have a long shelf life, and retain most essential nutrients, including vitamins A and C. When fresh vegetables are either out of stock or too costly, these easily stored products offer a nutritious alternative. Furthermore, with an increasing number of consumers interested in prepping and emergency preparedness, dehydrated vegetables have become a staple in many households. They're perfect for soups, stews, and stir-fries, making them a versatile addition to your pantry. Now is the time to invest in dehydrated vegetables. They will prove invaluable when trying to stretch your meals during a food crisis. Stock up today and ensure your family has access to vital nutrition, even in challenging times. Number 6. Canned chickpeas. Let's take a moment to appreciate canned chickpeas, a true pantry superstar that often flies under the radar. These little legumes are not only a powerhouse of protein and fiber, but they also come packed with essential vitamins like B6 and folate, making them a vital source of nutrition, especially when fresh protein options are hard to come by. Their versatility is unmatched. You can incorporate them into hearty soups and stews, blend them into smooth hummus, or even roast them for a satisfying crunchy snack. However, major growing regions like the US and India are facing a pressing issue: severe impacts on chickpea production. This is primarily due to worsening drought conditions and erratic weather patterns that have been plaguing these areas. In fact, the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, recently projected a 15% drop in global chickpea production this year due to these environmental challenges. This decline not only threatens food security, but also means we can expect a spike in prices. In response to these concerns, many farmers are seeking innovative agricultural practices to adapt to changing climates. Techniques such as drought-resistant crop varieties and improved irrigation methods are gaining traction to help sustain chickpea yields. However, the effects may not be immediate, and it's uncertain how quickly these measures can mitigate the current shortages. Given this situation, now is the ideal time to stock up on canned chickpeas. Brands such as Goya or Eden Organic remain reasonably priced. Taking this proactive step will prepare you for any future shortages, ensuring you have a nutritious option on hand when beans and legumes become scarce or financially out of reach for many families. Don't miss out on these pantry essentials while they're still available. Number 5. Shelf-stable almond milk. Let's be honest, shelf-stable almond milk is quickly becoming a high-demand item that might vanish from store shelves sooner than you expect. With dairy prices skyrocketing up nearly 25% this year, almond milk has emerged as the go-to alternative for millions of Americans. But here's the kicker. California, which produces 80% of the world's almonds, is in dire straits. The state is grappling with severe water shortages, back-to-back droughts, and even wildfires that are severely affecting almond yields. In just 2 years, almond production has dropped by over 15%, and prices are already up nearly 30%. Recently, reports indicate that almond farmers are facing even more challenges, including rising costs for labor and transportation. Brands like Califia Farms and Silk may experience significant supply chain disruptions, making it even harder to find almond milk, especially the shelf-stable varieties that can last for months without refrigeration. Fortified with essential vitamins like E and D, almond milk serves as a nutritional powerhouse when fresh dairy becomes too expensive or scarce. If you don't act now, you might be paying double by October, or worse, confronting empty shelves altogether. Grab a few cartons today. When fresh milk is out of reach, almond milk will be your saving grace. Number 4. Rice. If there's one staple you should be stockpiling, it's rice. It's not just a filler, it's a survival necessity that feeds over half the global population. In the US, we've grown accustomed to its availability, yet the global rice supply is in a precarious state. Major rice exporting countries like India, Thailand, and Vietnam have faced extreme weather events this year, including droughts, floods, and even cyclones that have decimated crops. Notably, India, which accounts for 40% of the world's rice exports, has implemented strict export restrictions due to severe crop losses, driving global prices up by nearly 10% this year. Recent updates reveal that climate change is exacerbating these issues, with predictions of more unpredictable weather patterns that could threaten future harvests. As the demand for rice continues to increase and the supply becomes more limited, we anticipate a further 15% to 20% price surge by October, which will significantly impact you in the U.S. Brands like Lundberg Family Farms and Riceland are still available. But for how long? Don't wait until rice becomes a luxury. Stock up on long-grain white or brown rice now, store it properly, and ensure you have a reliable food source to keep your family fed as grocery store shelves start to empty and prices escalate. Number 3. Canned beans are not just another item to toss in your cart. They are becoming critical for survival in the coming months. Whether you prefer black beans, kidney beans, or pinto beans, these nutritional powerhouses are loaded with protein, fiber, and essential nutrients. Alarmingly, the U.S. is one of the top producers of dry beans, and farmers are reporting significant drops in yields due to severe droughts across the Midwest and Pacific Northwest. In fact, bean production in North Dakota, a leading bean-producing state, dropped by over 30% last year due to extreme weather conditions. The shortage has already led to a 12% price spike, and we expect this trend to persist until the end of the year. Moreover, with inflation affecting all food prices, canned beans from brands such as Bush's and Goya are likely to become even more expensive as demand outstrips supply. While these brands still offer a variety of canned beans, it's crucial to stock up while they remain relatively affordable. As traditional protein sources become scarcer or more costly, canned beans will be an essential, budget-friendly option to keep your family nourished. Don't wait. Stock up now. Number 2. Olive oil. Olive oil, once considered a luxury item, is rapidly becoming a crucial pantry staple that may soon be difficult to find and even more expensive. The production of olive oil, particularly in Spain and Italy, has faced severe setbacks due to extreme weather conditions, including record heat waves and prolonged droughts. In 2023, Spain, the world's leading olive oil producer, experienced a dramatic 50% drop in olive yields, marking one of the worst harvests in recent history. This supply crisis has already triggered a 25% price surge in the U.S., with industry experts warning that prices could spike even further as we head into the fall months. Olive oil, rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, not only enhances culinary versatility, but also offers health benefits. When stored properly, it also boasts an impressive shelf life. However, availability is becoming a pressing concern. Popular brands like California Olive Ranch and Filippo Barrio are still on store shelves, but that may change quickly. As global shortages loom, securing a stockpile of olive oil will shift from a luxury indulgence to a necessary precaution. It's advisable to act now before the prices escalate or supplies run dry. Number 1. Pasta. Cheap, filling, and versatile. Pasta is facing a troubling trajectory toward higher prices and limited availability. Made primarily from durum wheat, pasta production is under severe pressure as global wheat supplies suffer from extreme climate events. Major wheat-producing regions, including the US, Canada, and Europe, are experiencing unprecedented weather conditions such as heat waves, droughts, and floods, which have drastically affected 2023's harvests. For instance, Canada reported a staggering 40% decline in durum wheat production due to severe drought, contributing to a global price increase of over 30%. As we approach October, pasta prices are already climbing, with several brands raising prices by 10 to 15% in recent months. Experts expect this upward trend to persist, predicting a worsening of durum wheat shortages due to climate change's ongoing impact on agriculture. Brands like Barilla and DiCecco remain popular choices, but their availability may dwindle as demand outpaces supply. If pasta is a staple in your home, now is the time to stock up. When wheat prices rise again, this everyday food could transform from an affordable staple to a luxury item that many families find hard to afford. Considering the potential for future shortages, investing in a reserve of pasta could prove to be a smart move for your kitchen. So, there you have it, the 12 foods that will cost you a lot more next month. The prices are rising, the shelves might even empty, and it's time to prepare now. Stock up while you still can and secure the essentials before they become out of reach. Let me know in the comments what items you're seeing prices rise on, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more updates on how to stay ahead of these food crises.